is with us. So our honorable guest is already with us, Shri Amol Om Prakash Pusadkar sir. And before we begin with the session, I would like to introduce our honorable guest. So Mr. Amol Pusadkar sir holds a diploma and a BTech degree in mechanical engineering and a master's degree in business administration. He has around 23 years of experience of working at managerial designation with top companies like Tata Advanced Systems Limited, Mahindra and Mahindra Limited, Saint Gobain Abrasives Limited, KEC International, etc. So we are really glad that he is with us today. Along with his vast experience as a production manager, as a special process manager, he also has more than 20 years of experience in training and development. So that is something that adds a lot to his profile and to our requirements. In MNCs, he is known to resolve the complex issues, both technical as well as functional and process-oriented issues. He has also been an invited guest in national level panel discussions on various TV channels like Z News, ABP Maza, ABP News, TV9 Marathi, Z24, and Akashwani Nagpur. So today he is with us as an expert guest to deliver a session on revolutionizing education to meet future industrial demands. I suppose the topic is very relevant for our FDP as well as generally for today's scenario. And I would like to say, Pusadkar sir, it is a matter of pride for us to have you as an expert guest for today's session. And now I will request you to please start the session. So like I said, as Pusadkar sir is already with us in our own office, so we'll be conducting the session from the very same room. So over to Pusadkar sir now. Sir, please. Okay. Check if they can see you.
Yes. So, hello, good afternoon, friends. And it's a matter of great pride for me to interact with all of you. And I must say thanks to Rajnikant sir and all the faculty members who organize such a nice program. And it's a very good opportunity for myself as a being a industrial person and having experience of 23 or more years in industry and in hardware production. I must feel that I can share something which can help the education, and we need not only the evolution but the revolution. And if there is a need of revolution, we must make some viva analysis of that, why we need revolution in education, because education and industry is having a very intact contact with each other, and we are utilizing or we are using the product of the education industry. So manufacturing industry or software industry, we are using the product of the education industry, and we all are the product of education industry. But in the past, the quality of education and quality of the students who are taking their degrees or diplomas or other educations from various institutions, overall quality of the raw material, we can say the language of production, the quality of the raw material was so nice from the society. We are receiving very good intake or very good material, and that's why the output was also good. But in today's scenario, there are lot many colleges and lot many institutions, lot many courses are there, and the world is in the era of globalization. Technological changes are very much, cultural changes are very much, and in this fashion, society, culture, society, and overall the globalized market, all the world is changing. So if the education industry don't go in the phase of changes, they cannot cope up with the industry or industrial demands. So as you people are very much experienced in the education industry, we must start our discussion from the basics of education. In the past, we all know that there was a Gurukul system, and in the Gurukul system, the students were in the Gurukul, not in the schools like today's school or colleges. So that time the education was related with the practical, skill based, and knowledge based area. And today, when after the British rule, in India, as the people are seeking degrees and they are getting good jobs and good salaries, in this fashion, people feel that they must have some higher and higher degrees. And whenever there is a big demand of anything, if there is a big demand, there should be a demand and supply changeover rate, and if the demand is more, the supply should be more, and that's why the private education institutions come into force and they started providing degrees to the students, and that's why there is an imbalance in the quality of the student, and that's why the total changes is gone. So आप सभी लोगों ने बहुत बार सुना होगा कि गुरुकुल में गुरु के घर में रहना पड़ता था, वहां पर बहुत सारी मशक्कत और बहुत सारे काम भी लोगों को करने पड़ते थे, और उससे उससे तब के जो लड़का बाहर निकलता था, जो स्टूडेंट बाहर निकलता था, तो उसमें वो सारी कॉमन सेंस से लेकर सारी क्वालिटीज रहती थी। मुझे दादा धर्माधिकारी का नाम अपने सबने सुना होगा, एक बहुत अच्छे रिफॉर्मिस्ट थे और बहुत अच्छे सोशल वर्कर भी थे, उन्होंने बहुत सारी बातें कही है। तो एक बार एक नौजवान उनके पास आया था और उसने दादा को कहा कि मुझे कोई काम चाहिए, नौकरी चाहिए। तो दादा धर्माधिकारी ने उसको पूछा कि आपको क्या आता है? तो उसने कहा कि मैं एमए पास हूँ। तो दादा धर्माधिकारी ने फिर से कहा, अच्छा, बहुत अच्छी बात है, तो फिर भी आपको क्या आता है? तो उसने फिर से वही जवाब दिया कि मैं एमए पास हूँ। जब तीसरी बार पूछा गया और उसने वही जवाब दिया, तब दादा धर्माधिकारी ने उसको कहा कि भाई ये तो बात ठीक है, दिस इज गुड दैट यू हैव पास योर एमए, आपने एमए पास किया है तो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन आपको आता क्या है? तो इसके नाम पर उसके पास में कोई जवाब नहीं था। तो ये जब हालत हमारे देश की है कि लोगों के पास डिग्रियां तो बहुत है, लेकिन उनको आता नहीं है कुछ, और इसका कारण क्या है? तो इन्होंने बहुत सारी बातों में, किताबें में भी बहुत सारी बातें पढ़ी है, लेकिन एक्चुअल इंडस्ट्री जो सबसे ज्यादा जॉब देने वाली है, या गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर से या और भी सेक्टर से, तो वहां पर किस प्रकार का कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स चाहिए, किस प्रकार का एटीट्यूड चाहिए, और जो अलग अलग सेक्टर्स है जो हमको जॉब देते हैं, तो उनकी डिमांड क्या है? अगर वो डिमांड ही हमें पता नहीं रहेगी या पूरी तरीके से पता नहीं रहेगी, तो हमारा जो प्रोडक्ट है, क्योंकि हम इंडस्ट्री में भी क्या करते हैं कि चाहे हम कितने भी एक्सपर्ट हो, लेकिन हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि वी ऑलवेज फॉलो द कस्टमर इंस्ट्रक्शंस। अगर हमारे पास में कस्टमर से ज्यादा भी अच्छा कुछ हम हासिल करते हैं, फिर भी अगर कस्टमर ने नहीं बोला है तो हम उसको इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं करते हैं। वी ऑलवेज फॉलो द कस्टमर गाइडलाइंस, एंड इफ वी वांट टू मेक very good changes in education field and very good results in education field, we must do some revolution in education field, and for this revolution we must know what are the industrial demands, what are the industrial needs, and because of only that we can serve the purpose for what we are, because all the education institutions, we are here to serve the industry or the employers. We have to send them, we have to supply them the manpower of what they require to fulfill their job. So हमने जो जैसे मैंने कि आपको कहा कि जो डिग्रेडेशन एजुकेशन में हुआ है, इसका कारण क्या है? इसका कारण ये नहीं है कि लेक्चरर लोगों ने उनको बहुत कुछ अच्छा नहीं पढ़ाया इसलिए लड़के पढ़ नहीं पाए, ये कारण नहीं है। उसका रूट कॉज हमें जाना पड़ेगा। रूट कॉज क्या है? सबसे पहले है पेरेंट्स की मानसिकता। पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को एज अ प्रोडक्ट ही ट्रीट कर रहे हैं, उनको लगता है कि मेरा जो बच्चा है वो डॉक्टर बनना चाहिए, इंजीनियर बनना चाहिए या और कुछ बनना चाहिए, और उसने एक अच्छी हैंडसम सैलरी की नौकरी उसने करना चाहिए। तो जब पेरेंट्स की ही मानसिकता एजुकेशन से पैसा आना चाहिए ये मानसिकता है, तो उसमें फिर नॉलेज का जो हिस्सा है वो एक बाजू निकल जाता है। दूसरी बात क्या है कि जो हमारे स्टूडेंट है, तो स्टूडेंट का भी माइंडसेट क्या है, उनका माइंडसेट भी एक शॉर्ट टर्म माइंडसेट है। उनका माइंडसेट एक शॉर्ट टर्म माइंडसेट है। तो उनको क्या लगता है, उनको ये लगता है, दे फील दैट कि they feel that we must gain lot of profits or lot of money from this education. And if this is the way of thinking of the student and the parents, naturally the education industries, they must follow this path. And that's why there are a lot of institutions, there are a lot of industries in the market, and they are taking the students from the society and they are doing whatever they need to have them the degrees. And same way, the on the other hand, there are industries, they require only attitude, skill, and other things, because they feel that if the person who has passed the degree or diploma or whatever education, he must know, he must fulfill or he must serve their purpose. And that's why when they feel that the people who are entering in the industry, they are not satisfying their demands, or they are not satisfying their purpose, they got frustrated. And that's why it results into low salaries, low intake from the industries, and overall industries are moving towards automation. Now this is the era of industry 4.0, and that's why the industries are moving in the direction of less and less manpower and more mechanization. That's why the industries got frustrated, and the education industries are impacted because of less and less admissions. So we must go in the deep. So we must understand that why this is happening and why this degradation is. We can assume that what is degradation? Degradation means mixing of some bad material in the good material. And what it impacts, it will eliminate, it will reduce the quality of the material. And this degradation is coming in the market, in the society, in the education industries. And why this degradation is, it is because of the demand of degrees. Why people require demand? Because they require degrees, because they want to set their career higher and higher. People are in the mindset that we pass the DE exam, we take exam, we need 50,000 rupees, 70,000 rupees, or 1 lakh rupees. So earning money is not a bad thing, but you must keep yourself at that level to earn that things. That's why the quality of the raw material what we are receiving in the institution is not so good. That's why we are taking second class people and 45-50% people in the colleges of industrial engineering or engineering colleges. And that's why they are having their own IQ, their own interest. And because of the force of the parents, people can enter in this field also. So if the people who don't have any interest in the engineering, they cannot survive in the industrial industries, because industries atmosphere is very tough. Second cheese is valueless system, because in the ancient time our education is a sacred or a noble cause, and we in the today's era we lost the values of the system. People want to get success by applying, by accepting any means. It means that they don't want to do much more hard efforts for the success. They want a short success in the short time and much more monies. Second thing is cultural changes in the society. In the society, people always compare my son with the other son, my son, my kid with the neighbor's kid, and that's why there is an era of competition. So my sari must be more brighter than your sari. This is the era, and that's why cultural changes are a lot many in the market. And one has once again seen is societal changes in the society also. The engineers and doctors and other people are getting more respect than the BCom and BA people. That's why few years back there were no jobs for the BCom people, but today BCom and BA people are getting much easier jobs than the BE people, and this is the change also. Once more change is the globalization. Due to the globalization and the technological changes, the market is changing day by day, and the industrial needs are changing. Industry has to change, and that's why they need more flexible manpower, more talented manpower, more technical manpower who can cope up with the market situation and who can understand immediately and do the job and get the results. That's why the industry and globalization and the technical changes, these are the also causes for this problem also. Materialistic view of all, parents, education system, teachers, faculties, students, and all the societies having the materialistic view. And that's why these people are doing all those things on the casual basis. And this casualness cannot impart the quality in the product, and our product is our student. And the people who don't have the quality, they cannot survive in the industrial market, and that's why we are facing the degradation problem also. Once again, one more thing is that the responsibility of all. It means that only the faculties, only the teaching staff, or only the education or the management is not responsible. Parents, society, culture, and our whole system is responsible for the degradation of the education system. And that's why this is the common responsibility of all. And one small thing is that the shortcut method people like, and the casualness what they are having in their attitude and lack of learning attitude. People in the past, they are very deep learner, but today very few people will feel that they are the deep learner. Other can pass, other want to only pass the exam and go ahead. So this is the story of the degradation. So that's why we must think over that how an employer can employ such people who want to join industry for the sake of their luxury, for the sake of their good money, and not for serving the industrial needs or demands. And in this way, if the people who are in such a mindset, when they enter in the market, there is a gap. There is a gap in the industry and in the people who are entering the industry. Whenever we need revolution. Why we need revolution? Because there is a problem of degradation, and because of degradation, what is happening? Present education system is not fulfilling industrial demand. And what is industrial demand? Industries require a lot of things, but few of them is you can feel very funny, but industry needs people with common sense. Whenever I whenever I refer some candidate from some institution to our plant head, and then I ask him that, sir, can we employ this person because he is having 85% in the degree exam. That time, our client head many a times says that, Array, if he is having 85%, it is very good thing, but please check if the person is having some common sense or not. Because in industry, you are doing job, you are doing service. So if you are doing job, you have to own the responsibility to work there, to achieve the results there. That's why working in the industry, the first thing they require common sense, and the second thing what they require, that is ability to work hard. Why we write here ability to work hard? Because if you join production department, you must work in shifts, first shift, second shift, night shift. So in the shift also, in the 6 o'clock or in the 6:30 o'clock, it is not so easy to wake up and get in the enter in the industry. And in the rainy season, in the summer, winter, and all the seasons, it is not so easy. It is not so easy to work without AC. It is not so easy to work in the hard atmosphere, hot atmosphere, in the noisy atmosphere, and people feel very frustrated. And whenever they started their career, many a times people doesn't get able to stand 8 hours there in the industry. Eight hours standing is also a very big job. And after that, not only the hard work, but they require smart work also, because in industry this is the part and parcel. Hard work is a part and parcel of the job. But what is your deliverables, what you have to do, what is the ultimate aim at 3:30 o'clock or at the end of the shift, how much will be your output and for what you are responsible. So you must understand your responsibility, that the time is going on, and after 1 or 2 or 3 years, my hours, my shift will get end, and at that time I have to deliver some results. And if I am unable to deliver that results, it will be a crime for myself. So ability to work hard, this is one thing, but ability to work smart, this is another important thing. So this is the important demand of the industry. One more thing, ability to go beyond job. I don't feel that you people must aware about this phrase or frame, to ability to go beyond job. So ability to go beyond job, it is nothing but your ability. What is your job? What is your role? This is one thing. Your role for your job and for your role, you are paid for that. But after that, there are lot many things to achieve the results. If you have to produce 50 parts of some aerospace part, and if the part is important, if the part is having a dispatch, then you have to do lot more processes on the parts. But while doing it, you can come in front of the rework, rejection, or other type of quality defects, or some other type of raw material requirement which the stores may not have. So in that case, you must have the ability to go beyond the job. If you say that if I don't have the consumables, how can I produce? And if you sit there very calmly, and at 3:30 o'clock, if you tell your manager that I don't have that much of consumable, that's why I'm unable to complete the job. In this fashion, if you work there in the industry, people will not get definitely satisfied with your job, and after you will not take much more time of 6 months or 1 year, you will not get confirmed there. So this is the important ability to go beyond job. One more ability is technical ability. What is technical ability? Technical ability you must have, because you people are coming from the education industry, education institutions, and so if you are learning 4 years of course, and you must know a lot of things. But technical ability is not memorizing the definitions. Technical ability doesn't mean that the memorization of number of laws or mathematics or other things. If you know mathematics, it is very good thing. If you know English, it is very good thing. But apart from that, technical ability is the ability of a person at the time of work. He can handle the job. He can, if there is some problem in the part, in the process, it is his ability to solve the problem. And this is the problem solving ability. This is called as technical ability. I feel that you people must have a very less contact with the problem solving techniques. You must keep some lecture on the problem solving technique. What is the how the problem in the industry can be solved, how a live problem can be solved. So technical ability is the ability to solve the technical problems, because every person must have the ability to solve the problem, whether it is technical, whether it is social, whether it is anything else. Because in the industry, the workers or the supervisors or your colleagues, everybody is there to create some problem and to solve the problem also. So everybody is facing problem and everybody is giving or providing some solution for that. So you must have the technical ability, because industrial demand is you must have the technical ability. Industrial demand is you must have the communication skill. And what is communication skill? Communication skill is not just chanting some things. This is not the communication skill. Communication skill is what your manager is telling to you. Are you getting understand what your manager, your boss is telling you, and what he needs from you up in some 2 3 4 hours in your shift? What is his requirement, what is customer's requirement, what is company's requirement? Customers requirement are always written on the SOPs or the technical data sheets, but all other verbal communications are there from the other department bosses also, who are who you are directly not reporting to them, but they are also communicating a lot of things to you. Some communication is from the mails also, some communication is from the SOPs also, some communication is from the drawings also. So communication skill is understanding what the demand is and delivering the results. This is called as communication skill. Other than industry, if you ask anybody else what is communication skill, everybody can connect it with the skill of communicating from one to another, one to another. So this is not the communication skill. In the respect of industry, communication skill is communicating, understanding the information from the customer and delivering the result to your customer. So this is the communication skill. So in industry, we need people from such a background. One thing that we always listen or we come across, that is leadership. Leadership is in the society, the meaning of leadership is different, but in the industry, leadership is having a lot of dimensions. A leader is a person who can form a team. A leader is a person who can form a team of the co-colleagues or workers with him. A leader is a person who can motivate his team to achieve the target. A leader is a person who can direct his people. A leader is a person who can communicate what his management is telling him and what he require, what he need the result from his team. A leader is a person who can lead, who can motivate to achieve the results. So leadership is the quality of a person. It is the quality, it is the innovativeness of the person, it is the skill of initiation. I will be the first person who will give the example. And in industry, always there is a phrase that lead by example. If you are a manager, if you are assistant manager, if you are a senior engineer, you have to always lead by example. There is no other shortcut way to this thing, that you must show, you must perform, and because of your performance, you have to teach to your subordinates that this is the way of working. And one another thing is team working, because if you join production, if you join in supply chain, if you join in purchase, if you join in stores, if you join in HR, if you join in any of the department, but whole industry is a team and you have to work in the team. So there are a lot of conflicts in the team, but no matter about the conflicts, all the conflicts must be only issue based. It should not be personal, it should not be one-to-one basis. And that's why our whole aim, production planning and control, stores, dispatch, and other processes, all other mill, if we can form a team, and our aim is to deliver the result final dispatch, material should move to the customer, and we must acquire some profit from that. One another thing I must quote that there should be a feedback mechanism. In colleges also, you must practice for this. If you tell something to somebody, if you deliver some responsibility to your student, then always check is the responsibility is completed or done, and what is the feedback mechanism, if the person is telling or not. If you have given some assignment to somebody, and if he is unable to do it, but has he communicated to you, what is the feedback mechanism? Because in industry, if your boss tell you that you have to complete this job, move this job and do this job first, prioritization of the jobs. But at the time of prioritization, while doing such type of things, you have to follow your feedback mechanism. If you are unable, if you are facing some problem, immediately tell your boss, immediately tell the people who are the stakeholder of that job, and who can get impacted because of that. So we must feel that we have some feedback mechanism, and in industry also we must in education also we must practice for these things, because we require people to have such type of role and attitude in the industry after 4 years of their education. So I must ask you people that are you doing some things regarding to these, for initiating such type of characteristics in the people, in the students, or you can do some exercises to boost up the leadership, boost up the team working attitude, boost up the technical ability, boost up the ability to work hard, common sense, and ability to go beyond the job, and the figure feedback mechanism. So, sir, yeah, you must share some your opinions, not only questions. If you feel something that you can also share with me, because a one-sided discussion is not so good, and you must ask me some questions. And if you are not able to ask the question, you can share your experience, what I deliver till now. You can share your experience. One or two people can interact with me also. So start, and whatever you are in mind, you can deliver. There is no correct or wrong things. You can ask anything. Okay, please.
Hello.
The participants are requested to
Good
ask
afternoon,
their
sir.
queries. The participants are requested to ask their queries. Please go ahead and ask your queries, please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ah, yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
I am Madhuri Bobde from Priyadarshini Polytechnic, Nagpur. Sir, we are boosting our students as a for a industry purpose, but students are very small age. They having the only 10th. Afterward, we are लास्ट 3 मतलब जो भी लास्ट 3 ईयर रहते हैं हमारे पास स्टूडेंट्स, उनको हम बूस्ट करते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू इंडस्ट्री. बट MSBT gives a syllabus. We are teaching according to that, and practice a student for industry. But as a electronic staff, I always feel that we have very less number of industry in India. Only the assembly based industries is there. Uh, there also we are boosting the student to go for software. Then the electronic in department get now very less number of admission due to that. Uh, and almost the students move toward the software. Then how we build that student?
Yes. First, I want to congratulate you for asking or sharing your views. because there is nothing wrong or right in sharing our views. You rightly said that the people are moving towards software. So I will talk on
Yes,
the
sir.
software industries also, functioning of software industries and how to get job in that, and what is the need of revolution in education to um, getting more employment opportunities in software also. And you rightly said that the electronics people are getting very less job, and
Yes.
why they are getting very less job. This is again a matter of very much a deep thinking, because what we are teaching them in the books and what is going on in the industries today. The mobile industries is rising a
Very high,
lot,
rising.
they are
Yes, sir.
rising very high, and
Huh.
still we have very less Indian brands also. And you
Yes, sir.
rightly said that we are having the assembly plants like Samsung, but
Hmm.
in IITs, people are getting a lot of big package jobs for the electronics people, and
Yes, sir. No,
whereas
that.
in our regular engineering colleges or private engineering college, electronics branches don't have any admissions even, and because they don't have any, they are not getting any jobs in the electronics
Jobs.
industries.
Yes,
So
sir. You are rightly said that people and that parents, student and parents are going only for the rising salaries. That's
yes.
why also that may be the reason.
Hmm. So we must collaborate what is going on in the electronics industries with our curriculum also. And my question was, or my instructions was, or my suggestions was only what the industrial demands I kept in front of you, that ability to work hard, ability to work smart, feedback mechanism, and responsibleness. So we must do some exercises. If you ask some students to submit their assignments to this date and this is time, so if you examine them, you will find that in 60 students, only 7 or 8 students submit at on the same date and same time. Few people are 1 hour to 3 hours late. Other people are 30% people, they will submit on the next day. So if this is their culture of not doing the jobs in the required time and at the required place, so they will
Yes,
feel
sir.
definitely hardship in the industries, because
Yes.
whenever at 3:30 o'clock or 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock your shift is going to end, and your manager or your boss is going to ask you what is your production, so that time you must be a result oriented person. So in the while educating our people in the syllabus, all we can teach them the syllabus, but we must also have a focus on these points, because industry,
Punctuality.
yes, because industry run on this basis. Okay.
Real time. Real time
Yes,
basis.
real time basis, because in a result orientedness is very, very important. And the one more point is that I feel that I understand what you want to tell, and I want to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
put some
Thank
more industrial demand. Thank you, Madam Madhu, Madam. Thank you very
you.
much. So I want to put some more demand. That is networking. What is networking? If a person who is studying in the college, if he starts from his home, come to the college, attend the class, and after 6 or 7 lectures, if he take up his books and he went home, and once again after 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year, he got a diploma or degree from the college. So he don't have any networking skills. And what is networking skills? It is the skill of a person in the respect of the industry. What is networking? Networking means if you are working in the production department, but at the same time you must have a rapport with the production planning and control. At the same time, you have a rapport with the supply chain management department. Where is my material? When it will come? So it's a matter of rapport. So after supply chain, you must have, if you want to purchase something, you have a rapport with the purchase department. what is the condition of the consumables, it is going out of stock, or what is the condition. So he must have a rapport with the stores department. When will be the dispatch, when will be the vehicle will be there, what will be the flight, what will be the scheduling. So if I am ahead or behind the plan, what should I do, how to dispatch all the parts. That's why I have a rapport with the dispatch also. So networking is a skill that I have a rapport with with the workers, with my colleagues, with my superiors, and with the one step next to my superior also, and not only in my department but in the other departments also, so that I have a result-oriented guy in the industry. So this is called as networking. So this is the demand of the industry, that a person is in this fashion. One more thing is that the following of the hierarchy, because in the colleges what we are seeing, in the colleges the people are coming, they are taking education. If they want to do a bunk, they can. If they want to if take a halt, they can do lot many things as per their own. And many faculty members, many lecturers also, they are trying to keep them in the discipline also, but the people don't follow it. But in industry, this is not the case. You must follow the hierarchy. Your boss. So you must follow the hierarchy. If your boss is telling to something to you, it means that you must keep it in your pocket, in your mind, and you have to perform according to that. This is not the case that if your boss do some suggestions to you and after that you forget it, what will impact? It will impact on your appraisal system, and at the end of the appraisal system you will not get the proper salary rise, proper salary hike. So in industry, if your boss is telling something to you, you must keep in your diary, in your mind, and you immediately what you are doing, you have to stop what you are doing and you have to act according to your boss is saying, because your boss is more responsible for the output of the industry than you. That's why you have to follow the hierarchy. So this is the thing you have to while teaching to the students also, we have to tell them this thing also. Once again, thing is discipline, because of indisciplined nature and nobody can be successful. And in industry everything should be in discipline. If you enter in from the gate also, you have to be in the discipline. You cannot walk uh, like a like a garden in the industry. And though there are a lot many friends of you in the industry, but you cannot walk as a garden in the industry. If you are sitting, you must sit right. If you are walking, you must sit, you must walk right. If you are eating in the canteen also, you must eat right. So everything should be right, and right at the first time right. It means, it doesn't mean that somebody will instruct you and after that you will learn and after that you will implement. This is not the case. This is the case of first time right. First time right and every time right. What is first time right? Doing the thing first time, first show right. And what is everything right? Because doing, making it practice and doing all the things 100% correctly. Because you cannot give a single chance to a simple single security person or HR person or a time office person or your punching also. You must have a discipline. So discipline is very, very important, and industry require people with discipline. Innovativeness, this is the very much important things. What is innovativeness? Innovativeness means your out of box mentality. And out of box mentality is very, very important in the industry, because when you enter from the colleges, you may be a topper of the college, but in the year of 1 or 2, if you don't show your innovativeness, if you don't make any improvement, if you don't make any positive changes in your department, in your work, in your method, in your process, in your whatever you are doing, then the people feel that you will be a liability for the organization and you will not get good salary rise in that year, in the next year. And after very less rating, that is good, very good and excellent, if these three ratings are generally there, if you get the good rating for 1 year, for the next year, then after 2 years a company will ask you to search a job in some other institution or other industry. So that's why I am always asking about the out of box mentality and the innovativeness. Innovativeness, you don't have to do some classes for that. You have to keep your eyes open, your ears open, and your minds open. Instead of playing a lot many Google or a lot many mobile or video games, if you wander around in the society and you see the industries, your industrial tools, and you will find lot of problems and you will have the solutions for that. So this is called as innovativeness. One, this is the demand of the industry, that the people who you people are sending from the industry, education industry, they must be innovative. And one more thing is the logic. People should be logical. If they are not doing the job, they must explain why it is not possible. If it is possible, they also explain how it is possible. So they must have a logic of everything. So people must have the logic capacity. That's why in education also, MSBT or AICT or Nagpur University, if they are providing you some syllabus, though you are teaching them the syllabus and though they are completing the syllabus, but still we need the people who have some logical viewpoint. That's why logic is very, very important. And one more thing is that relationship building in industry, you cannot be successful without the relationship with your other people. They may be your workers, they may be your colleagues, they may be your friends, they may be your bosses, whatever it may be. In industry, all the quarrels are related with the issues, not with the personal base. And this is the guideline for the industry. You must be a result oriented person, because every result oriented person is needed in the industry. At the end of the shift, you must be work on the industry with some result. And if you don't have some result, end of the day with no result is a crime. So what is the graph? Here is the graph. Means we are providing students from the education industry, though the quality of the student is not so good, but if they enter in the industry, but if they have an idea what attitude, what sort of personality the industry is requiring, then they can impart such type of things in their personality and they can be successful even after, if they don't have much more marks in their exams also, but they can be successful with their positive attitude of learning things. So
Sir, sir,
yes, yes,
we have a short query here.
yes.
The query is, you mentioned that networking is very, very important.
uh,
However, we would like to understand as to what can be done in the, like in the education system. How can we ensure that the students are good at networking?
yes, yes, sir. What's your name?
Sir, I am Abhijit.
Yes, sir. Abhijit sir is asking. Yes, yes. Sir, this question is very, very, very excellent question, because whatever I am telling you, you must set some exercises. What is networking? If you have an annual gathering in your college, and if Abhijit is a student of mechanical engineering third year or final year or third year, and if the head of the department or the responsible other person or faculty has given some responsibility to Abhijit, and Abhijit has to look after the stage and stage on the arrangement. But for the stage, if the banner is having to the electronics department, if the samai or the lamp lighting arrangement is given to the civil department, means various department is having various responsibilities, and it Abhijit is responsible for the proper stage. That time Abhijit has to talk with all the people, he has to take the report of their work, and he has to ensure the time boundedness. And if the inauguration is at 10:30, how all the work can get completed before 10 and how all the things get checked. And for this reason, he has to interact with different departments, different branches, different people, their work, relationship building with them, and cohesiveness of the team to achieve the result. So networking, all the things are in your day-to-day things, but you have to give them practice of that, and after that you must know that why we are giving this assignment. This assignment is to learn or to teach them networking. So this is the scene of networking. So I feel that all understood. It.
Yes, sir, that was a very good example. Sir, one more query I had, and that is about discipline. Discipline has been a major issue. I suppose most of the other members who are attending with me will also agree that discipline has been a major issue these days. And earlier, we have seen that the students were more disciplined. Not just that, the teachers had more authority, the professors had more authority also. However, these days we do not see a lot of authority being vested with the professors. As a matter of fact, the government and the regulatory authorities are coming up with rules wherein we cannot, we cannot scold the students. Forget about beating, but we cannot even scold the students. We cannot deal very harshly with them. So, anything that you would suggest which can be done to ensure that discipline
Very good,
can be
very good, sir.
in yes.
I am expecting the same such type of same queries from the faculty members also, because in industry, what I told you, you have to walk right, you have to sit right, you have to eat right, you have to punch right, you have to do everything right, and first time right and every time right. If the industry is having a demand of such type of personalities, how a person who is having a indisciplined nature can get success in the industries? You will get good, again good, and you will out of the industry because of your nature, because of your indisciplined attitude. So while examining such type of students in the education industry, means in the colleges, simple example, if you have marked some space to park the vehicle for the students, and it is expected that while entering in the college, the student should enter politely, that we are entering in a college. So we cannot be a superhero. We cannot drive the vehicle as a superhero. After entering in the college, we must park the vehicle at the designed, designated and marked places. We must keep our all the essentials very proper way. But if in industry, in education, if you want to build a culture of discipline, then you can instruct the security people also that mark some people. If the person is not following your instruction for first, second or third warning, then complain it to the concerned department. Because if the person even is not capable to park his vehicle in the marked places, then he will not be able to park his vehicle or scooter or car in the marked places in the industries also. He cannot walk from the gangways rightly, because in the while walking in the gangways, you cannot, there is no need to wear helmet. But if you enter in the machining zone, or you if you approach to any machines, then you have to wear helmet. But if you don't have that ability to follow the discipline, to wear your mask, to wear your PPs, to wear your helmets, then that time you cannot do such type of things, and the security or the safety or the concerned person can insult you. And such type of warnings in the industry and such type of insults in the industry will make your image very bad, and you will not get good rating, you will not get good appraisal, you will not get good salary rise. So I have given you the example of parking in the mark places. You can mark his hairstyles also. You can mark his way of sitting also. You can mark his action of asking the questions also. You can mark his submission also. So, like in the IPL, Fair Play Award, so you can also keep some award to such students also. So, discipline is not a rocket science, but it is a essential thing, and teacher or faculties has to look after the discipline of the students, and you must educate them that if you are not following such type of things in the college, you will not be able to follow the same things in the industry also. So you will get insulted in the industry after 2 or 3 years. So if you want to get success, you have to improve yourself in the college enough. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for that.
Very
Shilpa
good.
madam here has made a suggestion, sir. She says that conducting these personality development sessions and sessions on communication skills and things like that, and also we conduct industrial visits. So it is part of curriculum these days. So she says that this is something which will also help us in in whatever qualities you have told are needed amongst the candidates.
Very good. Shilpa madam, thank you very much. And I must have some points of industrial tours and industrial visits in the next slides also. We will discuss on that in detail. So, where is the gap? Industry is a business for a profit making. It is not a, it is, we are not running industries for charity. Every industry is running for the business. What in today's, I have a very good contact with the TPOs and very good contact with the faculty members also. Many a times they call me that, sir, we have a fresher computer science person or whatever, and if you have any job, you can recommend him. That time also, I feel, people feel that, students feel that if I pass the B, I must get a job with some salaries. But in very few companies, if you get selected in the campus interview, then and then you will get a good salary. But if there is no campus interview, you will not get a campus selection, then it will be a big struggle. So for that big struggle, we must keep our students ready that there may be a possibility that for 6 months or for a period of 1 year, you will not get a job. But in that period also, you have to do a lot of things. You have to improve your ability to get job. You must improve your ability to be a employable person. If be computer science, be mechanical, this degree is not enough sufficient to give you job. Then you must learn what the market needs are. And it's a matter of very great sorrow that in lot of classes people are teaching them the old technologies, means what is the current market scenario in the language of computer science. If how I must know that how many industries there are in the Nagpur and how many industries are working on .NET, how many are working on Python, how many are working on machine learning. So according to this, I must keep prepared myself. I must not for the classes only. In the lockdown period, if you people are having a lot of time, in this time you can do a lot of certification for Python, you can do a lot of certification for .NET, and after that you can immediately get a job. And I can have a job, I can suggest you jobs, but the people must have that attitude of learning, because business is not for profit making. Business will provide only 10,000 rupees whenever you have the ability or you have the eligibility of earning 10,000. Business will not do any type of charity. They will not give 10,000, 15,000 or 50,000 rupees without your ability or eligibility. So second thing I want to tell, where is the gap? So we must understand business are for profit making. They are not there to provide a job. They need right people to do the right things and we must set ourselves right so that we will get a job. Second thing is learning only is not sufficient. Whenever I remember 15 years back, when I was in one industry, in the appraisal process, my manager asked me that what do you want to tell me about yourself, about our last year. So that time I told him that I learned CNC programming. So he listened me and he asked me that then what? So I was surprised because that time CNCs were very new. And then I told him that I learn CNC, I feel that I will get an appreciation and very good rating. But he asked me that time that if you learn CNC, it may be a very good thing for you as a person, but what the company get benefit of it, what you have done, tell me that things. And that time 15 years back, I got a lesson that you can learn number of things, but is it required for the industry? How you are utilizing your knowledge and your learning for the benefit of the industry, and how you are using your learning and knowledge to improve the revenue of the industry, how because of what efforts industry is getting benefited. This is the only thing which is required in the attitude of a person. And you must, while teaching them your curriculum, you faculty people must keep such type of things in your mind, that if you want to tell some good people, some good students, some 2 3 points in your mind, you can make aware themselves for this. Because learning and degrees are the only papers, and if you don't have any skill for that, if you don't have the ability to implement in a practical way, it will be a waste. And avoiding the waste, you have 4 years in your hand, and the faculty members can help the students, and students should understand this also. So in the industry, why we need a revolution in the education system? First thing is that understand the industry, understand the deliverables of the industry, because in industry deliverables are important. And what are your deliverables? If I am a supply chain guy, I have to pull back the material within the time. If I am a store guy, I have to keep a proper inventory in the stores. I have a dispatch guy, I have a very good contact with the transporters. I have to know each and everything before the dispatch and after the dispatch, till my material reaches to the customer. I have a very good rapport with the transporters. So I have, if I have a production person, I have to know what is the production planning and control plan, and how to achieve. Is the plan is feasible or not? So what are my deliverables? At the end of the day, while going home, I must go home with the calm and with the very good mindset. And for this, I have to know my deliverables. Many a time, people with the misguided attitude, they can do a lot many jobs, lot many work, but which are not their deliverables. Means if you are, if you are grooming neighbor's house, it is not your deliverable. You can help him in grooming, but neighbor's house grooming, this is not your deliverable. If a student is helping his colleague in doing his practical or completing his assignment, it is good job, but it is not his deliverable. It is his deliverable that he should complete his assignment within the stipulated time, check from the faculties and get correction and improve it. This is his deliverable. So he has to follow, he has to know his deliverables. So this is the gap we have to understand. Efforts with results are important. Many a times, if you say that, sir, I have done lot of efforts, but at the end of the day, if there is no result, then nobody will understand nobody will listen your story of efforts made by you. That's why if a person is submitting assignments late, ask him that this is not the way. You have to do your job in the stipulated time. So result orientedness is very, very important. If you ask somebody to go in the industrial tour, so before entering in the industry, you have, and all the students must know their agenda. They must know their agenda of industrial tour. And after industrial tour, you must immediately check, shall I follow the agenda? Shall I completed all the things? Is my tour is successful? So this is the way of result orientedness. End of the day, with no result is a crime. So please understand, this is the nature, this is the heart truth of the industry, that at the end of the day, if there is no result, then you will be in the trouble definitely. So end of the day with result, this is the daily case in the industry. If you want to survive, if you want to progress, then you have to make a culture in your mind that I have to achieve the result. And this is the hard truth of the industry. Lack of attitude we must face from the students. Fighting, struggling, and achieving the result. Fighting means not quarreling. Fighting means fight to achieve the success. Fight to achieve the goal. Struggle means there may be lot many complications. There may be lot many hurdles in your path, but you have to cross the hurdle and you have to struggle. You have to do the all the necessary things and you have to achieve the result. So this is the lack of attitude in the students, and we faculty members have the responsibility, not completely but partially also. We have a responsibility to aware the students and ask them to keep such type of attitude in their mindset. Second thing is sense of responsibility. And what is responsibility? What is the difference between a general manager and a worker? What is the difference? Difference is not of salary. The worker is getting 10,000 rupees and the general manager is getting 2 lakhs rupees, 4 lakhs rupees. So is it the difference? No, it is not the difference. Difference is the sense of responsibility. If anybody asks you what is the difference between a worker and a general manager, the right answer is the sense of responsibility. Every engineer must be a responsible person. Senior engineer means more responsible. Assistant manager means the most responsible person. And manager is having all the responsibilities on his shoulder. He is a manager, is a person, all fields he is present when he is absent. So if he is in home, also he has the responsibility of the running of the shop floor. He cannot say, I was on the leave. He may be on the leave or he may be in the factory, but the show must go on, and this is called as the sense of responsibility. Any faculty members can share some views or ask some question on these things.
The attending members are requested. If you have any queries, you can ask now. And there is no language barrier here also. In case if anybody wishes to ask the question in Hindi or Marathi also, I am very sure that our guest is very much comfortable in both the languages, and that is absolutely fine. किसी को कुछ भी सवाल होगा तो आप हिंदी या मराठी में भी पूछ सकते हैं. अगर कोई क्वेरी है तो आप जरूर पूछिए प्लीज.
जैसे कि अभिजीत सर ने बोला है, आप लोगों को भी ऐसे असाइनमेंट्स आइडेंटिफाई करने चाहिए. यू मस्ट हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई सच टाइप ऑफ असाइनमेंट to create such type of attitude or such type of things in their personality. That's why you have to share, not only to ask me questions. You have to share your views. You have to share, ask some questions, or whatever. You have to give me suggestions also.
Sir, there is one query which I personally have, and that is about the result-oriented approach.
Hmm.
Actually, what happens these days is we teach the students, and they do have a result-oriented approach, is what I will say. But the difference is uh, they just want to pass the exams, because for them passing exams is of course a priority, because without getting a degree that is not possible. And because that is a priority, that is the reason everything else becomes secondary, is what I feel. So, can there be a solution to that as well? Anything that can be done from amongst the teaching fraternity
Sir,
for them?
result orientedness is very 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 important in industry because जैसे हिंदी में एक जगह पर कहा गया है पोएम में देयर इज अ वन पोएम इन हिंदी टूटे हुए सपनों की सुने कौन सिसकी ऐसा कहा गया है देयर इज अ वर्ड टूटे हुए सपनों की सुने कौन सिसकी यानी जिनके सपने टूटे हैं जो अपने लक्ष्य तक पहुंच नहीं पाए उनका रोना धोना जो है वो कोई सुनता नहीं है और दिस इज वेरी वेरी ट्रू इन द form of industry in the respect of industry this is very very true so passing the exam this is the only prerequisite we must aware the student that if you are studying hard very good being a student you must study hard you must get a good number being a student but scoring good numbers and scoring good numbers and passing the exam this is the prerequisite you must develop your attitude of result orientedness what is the example of result orientedness if in the home also if you people must have kids and if you ask your son or daughter to go in the market in the shop in the kirana shop and if you ask him to bring some material or some things from the shop but nowadays the kids or the students are so busy on the mobile and the video games they even don't have any common sense if you ask them to bring one material from one shop they will go to that shop ask him sir please give me this material and if the shopkeeper is not having that material he will come back to home but he will not go to other four shops and search for that ask for that what is the price what is the comparison what is the base thing and how I have to bring it in the much economical way faster way he is not having so much attitude so much time to think over this so result orientedness this is the important thing one more point this is not uh, I don't I'm not seeing this point here but I have written that point that yes where is the gap I have written one point work not done please pay attention to this point can break your sleep because listening 1 or 2 hours can cause a deep sleep to the listener. But this is the point. This is the point which can break your sleep, which can make you awake. And your students also, what is the point? Work not done minus explanation is equal to explanation and the result will be work not done. So work not done minus explanation is equal to the result will be explanation only but the result will be work not done. If you add explanation in the work not done, if you subtract explanation from the work not done, the result will be work not done. So this is the very very important thing what I want to tell all the people that for the sake of result orientedness there is no question there is no listening there is no hearing of the result so people must achieve the result nobody is interested in knowing the explanation why it was not done there can be 100 reasons for the work not done but there can be a single reason for the work done. So people are interested in the work done attitude, and we must give exercises to our students to achieve the results in any way. He must struggle, he must fight, he must achieve the results. So why the unfulfillment in the education we are facing? It is because lack of knowledge of role. Students don't know their role in the industry. I have a lot of queries from the 12th pass students that in which branch shall I enter? According to the market scenario, they want to enter in the software. If the neighbor's son, neighbor's daughter is in computer science in some very good station, I feel that my son must be in the same discipline, same branch. So many a times people choose the career, people choose the branch according to the brand value of it or the marketing of that branch or the present market scenario. My relative's son is got a very good job because of this branch. That's why. But after 4 years, because of the technological changes, because of the globalization, because of the number of reasons, that branch may not be on the top, and you will not get the result. You will not get the job because this is the case. So I must know what should be my branch, and if I get the branch, what will be my role in the organization. If being a software engineer, I have to see lot of hours in front of, I have to sit in front of the laptop or desktop and work hard for 12 or 12 hours. And if I am a mechanical engineer, I have to stand in the shop floor on the shop floor for 8, 10 or 12 hours. So this is role. So I must know my role after this B, and if I know the role, I will be prepare myself to achieve that role or to perform that role. So a lack of knowledge of role, lack of knowledge of the business, how the business is going on, what the business is, how I can help the business, what will, how my role will help the business to be more profitable. So people must understand, student must understand these things. And even after passing BE computer science, I just 2 3 days back, I asked one very expert person in the software industry, sir, what you feel? Where is the gap between the software curriculum, what the people are learning in the colleges, and where is the industry is? So he told me that there is not a gap. There is not a gap in the curriculum or the industry, but there is a big valley in between the industry and the computer science education. Then I asked him, sir, it's a matter of great sorrow. It's a matter of great sorrow that thousands of people are learning computer science, and you are telling that there is a big valley in between industry and this. So this is the case with other branches also. So we must not, we have to bridge this gap. We have to build a bridge on the valley. So this is the way of fulfillment. So we must know our role. We must understand the business, how the business is getting money, how the business is getting profits, and lack of knowledge of industrial working. So I must have the knowledge of industrial working. That's why the industrial tours are. We must visit the industry. We must we must walk on the shop floor, we must follow the discipline of the industry, we must see how the machines are, how the layouts are, how the people working are, what are their timings, how they are following the timings. In Mahindra and Mahindra, when I was there, in 3 minutes 28 seconds, we are assembling one complete tractor. So can you imagine in the period of 3 minutes 28 seconds, if the industry is making one tractor complete assembly, then don't you feel that it's a miracle? 100% it's a miracle. With the help of lot of automation and lot of people, they are running. Oh, even the workers of 54 years age, they are also running on the line and they are running for the production. When number of people run for a single goal, then only the goal get achieved. That's why this is called the result orientedness, and we must learn, we must make aware the students for this. So lack of knowledge of industrial appraisal system, this is the very important things, because we must understand the appraisal system, because finally we want to do the job to get more and more money. But how I can get very good money? For that, I must get a very good rating. And how can I get very good rating? For that, I must complete my KRAs, key rating areas, or key performance indicators, that is called as KPI, and or other way that BSc goals. I must complete my goals, and for that I have to work in every shift according to the my yearly target. I have to work on every shift. I have to keep a record of the production which I achieved. I have to note all the things. I have to highlight all the things, whatever are my best points. And at the time of appraisal system, I have to show to my boss, to my appraiser, and in this way I can get a good rating. But there is again a point of attitude. A person who is achieving the result but with a very bad attitude, bad discipline, bad networking, bad follow mechanism, all the things, if he is lacking, he will not get good rating. So achieving result is the prerequisite, but with the execution excellence. So this is very important. If you solve the quarrel, it is not important in the industry, it may be important in the society. If two people are quarreling, if you went there and if you solve the quarrel, then it is a good thing for the society. But in industry, solving the quarrel is with execution excellence, and this is important. And that's why you have to try, faculty members must try for the execution excellence, creating execution excellence way in the students. Simple example, that if you have given the assignment to the students and you are checking their way of writing, if their handwriting is bad, if the figures are not good, if they are not if they are not submitted in time, it means that they are not following the way of execution excellence. And that's why if the people don't have the attitude of execution excellence, they will again not get successful. Industry will not respect, industry will not hire them, and industry will cut off their intake capacity also. And industry will not provide them lot of monies. They know that industry people are very clever. They understand that these are the casual boys and they must get 10 or 15,000, and they can get a very good advantage of this pandemic on all these things also. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. After that, we will have a two example, one of software industry and one of manufacturing industry.
All the participants, if anybody has any queries, you may please unmute yourself and you can ask your queries, please.
You can, there is not any necessity of asking questions, but you can share your views also.
अगर किसी के कुछ सजेशंस हैं तो वो भी आप शेयर कर सकते हैं, लैंग्वेज का बैरियर नहीं है.
So we can start with the software industry example. So what is the example of software industry? Why that senior person told me that there is not a gap in the curriculum or the education of computer science, but there is a valley. I want people in the north and people are going in the south. So why he said such type of things? Because education industry must focus on. They are having their curriculum by the Nagpur University or MSBT. So we are teaching them, they are learning. But how a business of software industry runs? There is one company, there is one customer. The customer has some ideas in their mind, or the customer has some specific requirement. For example, now we are doing this workshop online from Google Meet. But all the people from the tuitions education industry all are following Google Meet or Zoom. But is it a right way? Google Meet or Zoom both are only video conferencing tools. They are only tools of video conferencing. You can see one another and you can deliver. But industry is going forward. Lot of companies are making e-learning platforms. But nowadays I come to know that one company, they that is in the name of the company as Shikshala. So the name, the company Shikshala, they found the e-learning platform with the advanced way. More advanced, a small company found more advanced thing than ECS, more advanced than upgrader. So they are hunting the need of the society. Who are hunting the need of the society? Industry is hunting the need of the society. Means they are taking the advantage of pandemic. They are giving solution for your need. But how they are finding their solution? Number one, if some education institution or tuition classes or anybody has complained that I need this type of, I have a problem, I need solution. Means customer is a person who is having the idea or having the problem, and software industry is a solution provider, or he so software industry is the entity who can create something new. So for that, you have to communicate with the customer by email or by verbal communication. You have to understand the needs of the customer, what he needs in the product. You have to understand his paying capacity. You have to understand his investment capacity, and you have to understand his timelines. According to that, you have to you have to employ, you have to deploy your people, and you have to do lot of things on that, and after that you have to make the product. You have to continuously communicate with him, and you have to make the product, you have to implement the product, you have to solve all the queries related with the product, and after that you have to give the annual maintenance contract, annual maintenance solution or service to the customer. So in this way, and you have to earn lot of money from the customer. So this is the way of any software industry who got all the software working in this direction. But what in the industry, what in the education industry, we are only completing the syllabus, and the people are so casual, they are doing bunks in some period, they are listening some lectures, and they are just having the aim to pass the exam. But after passing the exam, they need the salary according to their degree. But has they completed their degree according to with the full efforts? Not. They having the just aim to pass the exam. That's why whenever they are in the in front of the interviewer, they are very less confident to answer any question because they are not studied well. And this is the case with the mechanical engineering students. I have a lot of exposure about the mock-in interviews from the different colleges and the campus interviews also. In campus interviews also, when I ask the people that I don't want to any question, I don't want to ask you any question, but you tell me what is your favorite subject, and according to that, I will ask you the questions. But same way, people even not fix their favorite subject. They cannot answer what is my favorite subject. And if they answer their favorite subjects, they are not having any deep knowledge about their subjects, not about the subject, but about the topic also. So this is the matter of great concern, and that's why we must have a bridge on the valley from industry to education industry. What my moral of the story is, we must visit software industry. We must ask those industry person how sir your industry is working and what you need from us if we come to you after passing our BE exam. So this is the example of software industry. If anybody is having any question about the software industry, I can answer. Otherwise, I think I can move to the example of manufacturing. So 1 minute, if you have want to ask some question about the software, I can answer.
Hello, sir. This is Sunil. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, Sunilji. Very good, sir. Please.
Yeah. Sir, as I am an electronics background, actually from the last 5 years we are teaching to the electronics background student. But generally, what happened in our Maharashtra, we can say that there is not that much industries looking into the electronics domain. That's why what happened now. Most of the people, electronics students, are going for the software industry. In that case, we can say that most of the students are engaging
म्हणजे
in
पैसे घेऊन घ्यायला शिवाय
software testing and some other domain, but they are not getting into the software development. Got it? Can you just elaborate that how this particular situation should be handled by the colleges itself to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
interact
Yes,
with the
yes.
students?
Yes, sir. So,
आहे
Sunilji,
माझ्याकडे
very thank you
पोरांसाठी काढले
for asking such a question because electronics it's a matter of great pain for me also because electronics branches are getting shutted and getting shut down and people are not getting job in the electronics, but whereas in the whole world electronics is getting higher and higher and our people are not getting jobs because we are teaching them microprocessors, but in the society there are a lot of there is a lot of need of programming. So electronics people must understand programming and they must be capable to do programming. This is the one thing, and second thing is we must have a contact with the mobile industries or wherever electronics is getting boomed or electronics development is there. We must have a contact with the industries and we must ask them about their live projects, and if we have experience of live projects of programming, because industry have a lot of work and I feel that the internship must be of 6 months. If it is of 6 months, then people can enter in the industry, and in the period of 6 months they can learn a lot of things. But in many colleges, it is of 1 month or 2 months. So I cannot comment on that because it is a decision of the university or whatever it may be. But if we want to have boost the employment in electronics, we must give them the knowledge of programming, number one. And second thing is, in the case of software industry, we must do a real live projects in the software industries, and we must learn instead of going in the tuition classes. We must learn .NET, C Sharp or Python on online basis, and we must contact such type of industries that, sir, we have 10 people, few people of Python, 8 people of .NET, 3 people of C Sharp. So if you have any requirement about this, so you can take these people for internship, and after B passing B also, if the people are not ready to go for internship, just ask them to go for a training of 6 months after passing their B also. If you work 6 months on .NET in the industry, you will have the ability to earn 50,000 rupees minimum. But after doing the things in the 6 months training in that industry, if you get a 20,000 rupees, there is no matter of shame or a sorrow. After working there 2 years, your value will be 70,000 or 1 lakh rupees. But my suggestion is, instead of getting in the tuition classes of .NET or Python or whatever it may be, they are also good. But if you want hands-on experience on the latest technology, please contact with the industry. And if the students have the mentality to work there for 6 months as a training, then it will be definitely beneficial, and they will be the most suitable person for the software industry. So they will get definitely job, because in mechanical industry also, I am also telling that now I am moving to for the example of manufacturing industry. If when I was in the trial, I have a lot of students from the other various institutions, but in the period of 6 months, in the beginning they were not interested, they were busy in their operating their mobiles and playing their WhatsApp. But when I talked with all the people and I asked them to do some live projects, they got a lot of interest in that project and they learned various processes and they work very good. So this is the way of creating interest. So my next point will be related with the industrial tour. I will explain it much better in that slide. So this is the way. Second example of me is
Thank
of
you so much.
industry.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
For your
Sunil. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And I must explain the manufacturing business. Sir, we must understand manufacturing business. In any manufacturing company, you have some departments. So not only production, you can go in the supply chain, in the purchase, in the stores, in the production, in the process engineering or manufacturing engineering, in the HR. These are the basic departments, 8 departments. So for the sake of employment, you can contact other departments also, and all the people are working technical jobs. So bringing the material for engine, it's a technical job, it is not a job of an e-commerce person. So in manufacturing industry, you must know what is the basic production of the industry, what are the machines, what is the layout, where I have to be placed, and what will be my role in that industry, and I have to work according to the department targets, and department targets are given by the plant, and the plant is guided by the top management. So being a small supervisor in the department, I have to follow only the goals or targets given by managers, because manager is responsible for the department target, and department is responsible for the plant target, and plant is responsible for the management. So this is the hierarchy, this is the chain. So we must make aware our students for this manufacturing industry, and for that we can learn CNC machines. For that we can learn painting. For that we can read lot of documents on the processes of the related with the heat treatment or chemical processes. So you have to learn, you have to read, you have to prepare yourself, you have to aware yourself, and you have to be expert in the processes. What processes are in my company? You don't have any business about Mahindra and Mahindra if you are working in the TAR, and if you are working in the Mahindra and Mahindra, you don't have any business about the heat treatment in the TAR. So you have to concentrate on your processes and your department. And in the period of 1 year or 6 months, you will be very much capable enough to handle the department or to address the shop. So we must make aware our people that this is the way, and for that, my point is revolution in education is possible. Revolution in education is possible in number of ways, that is alignment of curriculum with the industrial needs. Alignment of curriculum with the industrial needs means industry if need project management. Industry have a lot of projects, inside projects. So they need people to handle projects. So in the project department, there is one engineer or two engineer, and they are handling the projects. But if you in our curriculum we absorb this project management and some guide the people how to handle the project, so people have a feel that time boundedness, how to procure the material, how to erect the material, how to make the plant erection and commissioning. So these are the point. Low cost automations. So people can do lot of projects in their projects also, or in their apprentice internship also. They can do lot of projects on the low cost automation. Industrial people have a necessity of that, but they don't have any time. They have a money, but they don't have time to focus on this type of their problems. So whenever the people do the industrial tours or industrial visit, they must check the problem bank of the department, and in this way they can do lot of low cost automations there. Tool room and tool room management, this is the again a worry of the industry. And if we have a lot of machines in our departments, in our education college institutions, we can contact with the industries also, and we can ask them the list of their tools and what is the expiry of that, what operations are needed on that. And if we ask them that, sir, we will get through your tools to our college, and we will make the necessary processes on the tools, and we will make it again refurnish, and again we will give you back. So this can be a project, and in this way people can get a good knowledge about the tool room and tool room management. Audit support, this is another point, because every company, every 10 or 15 days there is an audit, and the audit is related with the system. So if our people get in contact with the industry in the way of their internship, they can support the industry in the audit purpose also. Means they can prepare the documents for the audits, and they can understand the SOPs, means standard operating procedures, and they can understand the technical requirement from the customer, and they can face the audit. The company employee can face the audit, but he will make the preparation of the audit. So this is very important thing, because when you visit the Naukri.com, and if you visit the job requirement, job description, there that time you will feel that there is a point of audit support. One another point is inventory management. You can support the industry and their stores by this inventory management. You can have a system of software for that also. You can follow their system also, but your students can support them in these projects. So a company get benefited, and if they need some requirement in the supply chain, in the stores, in the production, they can definitely give priority to your college and your people also. So I already explained the supply chain management. If your person, if your student make the internship in the supply chain department, he can understand what is the supply chain management, what are my vendors, how to pull the material from them within the stipulated time. So this is the way of learning the supply chain management. And after, whenever there is a vacancy in the supply chain management, they will definitely give a priority to a person, because industry need a person who knows the business. And if you have a internship in such a department, then you will get the recruitment there. Certifications, company has a lot of certification: ISO 14000, 9000, ISO 18000, TS 16949. There are a lot of aerospace standard certifications. There are a lot of certifications in the industry, but the industry can have a lot of hectic schedule, and they have to manage a lot of businesses. So if your people help them in this certification management and the preparation of all the things, they will be happy, and they will, if there is any vacancy, they can recruit your people in various things in the system management also. So my point is, revolution can come in the education industry. For that, we have to understand the market need. We have to understand the globalization, because the industry is driving according to the globalization, according to the technological changes. So industry is the first who accept the technological changes. So with the industry, we have a very good contact. Then we can have absorb the changes in our curriculum also, and make aware of our students also, and they can get benefited in the industry also. Very good remuneration, very good packages, and very good employment. So my second point is, revolution in industry is possible. But how it is possible? First thing, many a times I utter this word, that industrial live projects. These are very important. If the faculty members also, they visit the industry and they address the live projects, they can also get a good confidence. And for that, I feel that industrial internship, it will be more the period, better the results. And that's why we have industrial tours also. In the industrial tours, people must leave the mentality of picnic. They must enter the industry with the required discipline, and there should be an agenda of the industrial tours. In this tool, we don't want to waste our money of the management or the colleges, but we must have some outcome of the industrial tools. And very necessary thing is, guest lectures of industrial faculty like me or any people who are having a lot of experience from the industry. They can teach your students 5 years, Kaizens, TPM, best practices, world-class manufacturing practices in the industries. They can teach your students the best practices in the maintenance. So this can improve your employability, and in this way your people get hired. So training of interview skills and preparation. Interview, I am teaching these interview skills, and since lot many years. And my always best example, that Amitabh Bachchan is also delivering the dialogue after practicing for 100 times. So interview is not an accident. It must be a planned process, and we must learn, or we must teach our students how to handle the interview, how to face the interview, how to adopt the skills of the interview, so that our presentation should be better and should be best. We must crack the interview, because campus interview is the very good opportunity of employment and skill development. This is the thing. For the sake of skill development, you must have a very good contact in the industry. You must have a very good rapport with the industry. You must have addressed the live projects of the industry, and in this way, revolution in education is possible. Revolution in education is possible because प्रिपेयर स्टूडेंट्स फॉर देयर रोल. आप लोगों को तैयार कीजिए उनके रोल के लिए. इंडस्ट्रियल ट्रेनिंग ऑफ फैकल्टी, डू द ट्रेनिंग ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल इंडस्ट्री of the faculty, industrial training of the faculty. Ask the faculty to do the live projects. This is not an extra burden on the faculty, but if the faculty if they address the live projects, they can get a very good confidence in their personality. And a faculty with a very good industrial confidence, he can address the students in a very better manner. And many a times it is if you feel that if you have a solution for their problem, company can purchase your idea, company can purchase your solution, and you can get a lot of money, which can be higher than your 2, 3, 5 years salary also from the company as a consultancy. And finding innovative solutions. This is again for the students and for the faculty. It is applicable, and respect can be earned. You can earn respect by making yourself more compatible with the changes in the industry. And if you are compatible with the changes in the industry, you can earn respect in the eyes of the students and the industries also, and in the society also, and in your personal professional career also. Finally, there is a very famous statement, that is शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता. This is a statement by Chanakya. So what Chanakya has told, शिक्षक कभी साधारण नहीं होता. Teacher, faculty is not an ordinary person. He can do a miracle in the education, and this miracle, this revolution can be accepted by the teachers or the faculty members, and after that the education system. So this was my topic, and I deliver it for more than 2 hours in front of you. If you have any problems or have any suggestion, any your views or reviews, you can tell me. So now this is your time to express. Thank you.
If any of the participants have any queries, you may ask now. In case if any of the participants have any queries, you may ask now, please.
सर क्वेरी तो नहीं है, पर एक मुझे डाउट है.
हाँ, बोलिए मैडम.
सर इंडस्ट्री पर्सन आपने जो बोला है कि एक इंस्टीट्यूशन ने ब्रिज के जैसे वर्क करना चाहिए बिटवीन द इंडस्ट्री एंड द इंस्टीट्यूशन, एंड स्टाफ आर द जस्ट लाइक अ ब्रिज टू मेक दैट ब्रिज. तो सर जब अभी जैसे MSBT में ट्रेनिंग एक स्टूडेंट्स का रहता है 6 वीक्स का, तो उसमें सर इंडस्ट्री से उतना हमको मतलब सपोर्ट भी नहीं मिलता है, और स्टूडेंट का भी हमने फीडबैक लिया है इंडस्ट्री से. वो जब ये मतलब स्टूडेंट का तो एटीट्यूड भी गलत ही रहता है वहाँ पे, पर हम लोगों ने देखा है कि वहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री पर्सन्स भी उनको उतना सपोर्ट करने को रेडी नहीं रहते, बिकॉज द लाइव इंडस्ट्री कैन नॉट डिस्टर्ब बाय द स्टूडेंट फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर टाइम. तो भी मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि सर इंडस्ट्री को बैक ऑन करने के लिए अगर हम ये जो MSBT में बोलो या फिर इन यूनिवर्सिटी जो सिलेबस आउटकम बेसिस कर रहे हैं, तो वहाँ पे थोड़ा सपोर्ट मिलना चाहिए इंडस्ट्रीज से, और यूनिवर्सिटी ने भी कुछ ना कुछ थोड़े तो इंडस्ट्रीज कनेक्शन देना चाहिए कि पर्टिकुलर इस इंडस्ट्रीज में आप ट्राई कीजिए करके, क्योंकि दूसरे इंडस्ट्रीज एंटरटेन नहीं करते हैं.
बरोबर है. तो मैडम आपने जो कहा है, what you have said is perfectly okay, and it is my observation also that in industry people are not giving much attention to the students. Even the TPOs and other people are contacting the HRs for lot many times for the internship of the students, but still
Yes,
they never get any good responses from the HRs also. This
Yes,
is
sir.
my personal opinion, and I have observed it for a lot. Today
Yes, sir.
also, today before starting this exam, before starting this session, one
Yes, sir.
professor from one college, he is going to do his PhD in welding from VNIT. He
Yes, sir.
asked me that, sir, I want to visit this company to see the robots of welding, but sir, I don't know how to enter. They will permit me or not. So this is the case of a professor or a faculty who want to do his PhD
Yes,
in
sir.
the
Yes.
VNIT. So this is not good. I am not this is not acceptable, and this is not good thing, because this is not the responsibility of only faculty or the education institution or NSBT. because industry, NSBT, faculty, and the education, and the students and their parents, all means we are in the chain, we are a team. Okay, so if we want to improve the education system, education industries must participate. This is my personal opinion. Okay, so your findings are very correct, but that's why being a production person, I also watch the environment in the production shop floor, and the environment is very bad. Environment
Yes.
is very bad because time is running away and you have to achieve your target. And
Mm.
in this time, if some 20 students of some college came to visit your shop floor, that time that fellow has a complete target in his mind that अभी तो 2 बजा है यार, 3:30 बजे तक मुझे ये करना है, अभी ये कहाँ से आ गए। उसकी मेंटेलिटी इस प्रकार की रहती है। तो इसमें in this case, that's why I return back to my first slide. Revolution in education is possible, but what way possible? This is the hurdle, and I must congratulate you for putting this issue in this forum. Very good point
Thank you, sir.
raised by you,
Thank you, sir.
because this
Thank you.
is the pain of the education people. I have a lot many friends in very lot many colleges, and I always help all those friends in their whatever what they want in PhD or whatever for their students. So if you see my slide, revolution in education is possible, but in what way? The manager who don't have any time for you people, he can spare time for you people. When he can spare time for you people, when you ask him that, sir, is there any live problems in your problem bank? Our students and our faculty members jointly can concentrate, because you don't have any time to concentrate on those problems, but you are facing on the problems. And if you provide us the list, we can see, and if we can work on it, and if the problem gets solved, you are the only person who get benefited, because the management of the industry don't know who solved the problem, whether any college students solve the problem or the manager solve the problem. If the problem gets solved, his productivity will get improved, and he can write in his appraisal, and he will get benefited, his department will get benefited. So he will definitely welcome you people. If you start helping or start asking his problem in the audit support, he will definitely give you,
Mm-hmm.
these are the problems, sir, please help me in audit support. Please help me in inventory management. Please help me in supply chain management. Please help me in certifications. So we have to ask him. There is one joke in Hindi. I can give you one example. एक बहुत बड़ा सेठ था, वो पानी में गिर गया। तो जाते जाते तालाब के किनारे से एक आदमी जा रहा था, उसने उसको कहा कि सेठ जी अपना हाथ दीजिए, मैं आपको ऊपर निकालता हूँ। तो सेठ ने हाथ दिया क्या? नहीं, सेठ ने हाथ नहीं दिया। सेठ ने एक डुबकी लगाई, बाद में दूसरी डुबकी लगाई, जब मरने वाला था तब ये आदमी को लगा, यार ये तो व्यापारी आदमी है, इसको मैंने बोला कि हाथ दो, ये देगा नहीं। इसने बोला कि सर ये मेरा हाथ लो, तो व्यापारी ने तुरंत उसका हाथ पकड़ लिया और उसको ऊपर बाहर निकाल दिया। तो अपने को ये स्टाइल रखना चाहिए, और अपने को उनको बोलना चाहिए कि सर आपके प्रॉब्लम बैंक का जो कुछ पॉइंट होंगे वो हमको दीजिए, जो लाइव आपके प्रॉब्लम है, ठीक है ना। अभी मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि वी हैव अ पार्ट मार्किंग मशीन इन आवर कंपनी। So that time we have a lot of problems for the customer from Germany, and it is from Airbus, that mistakes in part marking. So when we mistakes in part marking, and another thing is, if the delivery, we have to deliver 40 parts, there are very small parts of the aerospace, and we delivered only 39 parts. So when this mistake happened again and again, he has given this problem to one college student. तो उसको मैंने कहा कि भैया तू इसमें क्या कर सकता है, what you can do in this problem. So he went and he searched, and he and his faculty they searched for the option, and they prepare one electronics counter. counter machine for measuring the small parts. And after that, we don't have any mistake in the counting. So this is the very small problem. Industry can solve it, but they don't have any time to solve this problem. That's why if you ask them, sir, what are your problems in your problem bank? What are your life problems? We can solve it. Please give an opportunity to solve it. Then that time they can give you the opportunity to enter in the industry and do some things in their department. So this is my suggestion, and thank you for your expressing this issue. And this is the problem, but if our approach is like this, we can have a better and better responses from the industry. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for being with us today in this session. It was really a matter of delight and honor to have you here for the session. There are many good things that have been shared. There are several funny examples also. Funny, but very learning examples as to what are all the. And I suppose that you have proposed a very good option for us, wherein we understand as to how to actually approach the industries and ensure that our students get better exposure. One of which is, of course, taking an internship for say at least 6 months. That is what you have proposed. Another thing which you have mentioned is, rather than going to the industries just for a visit, we can always ask them for their problems, and we can try to provide simple solutions, which is very much possible. uh, I suppose that most of the faculty members who are present with us, I suppose there were many other queries too, but then we're running out of time right now. So I would say thank you very much, sir, for being with us today in this session. And as others, you can see, sir has we have had the pleasure of attending Amol Pusadkar sir in person, because though it is an online meeting for everybody else, he is with us in our office. That is the reason you can see that he is actually addressing from computer of our honorable principal, Dr. Rajnikant Mishra sir. So thank you very much, sir, for being with us here. And with that, uh, I will request all the other faculty members who have joined us today in this FDP, in this faculty development program, that we will be taking a short break now, and it will be a break till 3:30, and we will resume the session at 3:30. Next session will be conducted by our honorable guest, Dr. G.K. Avari, sir. So I will request all of you to connect back to us at 3:30 using this very same link that has been forwarded to you. So the link remains the same. Okay. So see
Thank
you all
you.
at 3:30. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.